Justin Bieber, 21, getting ego boost from romancing hot mom Kourtney Kardashian, 36, and doesn't care he's being used to hurt Scott Disick.
You turned out right? Yeah, I'm turned out. Just you're sitting right there.
I just wanted to tell you that I am pregnant.
Does Justin Bieber help with the kids at all, or friends? Your friends?
Yes.
I wasn't allowed to go out because my parents were so strict.
No dating, no makeup, no. And then finally, she's just like doing what I want.
My mom just wanted me to be a Hilton, and I just wanted to be Paris.
Everything that I didn't want her to do, she wanted to do.
When I was 18, I was going to clubs and parties and making photographs.
Were you Paris Hilton's assistant?
I was like her closet organizer. But I guess that's a closet assistant.
Well, hang on. So she had an assistant?
Yes.
And you would organize
Only
her
the
closet?
closets.
Kris Jenner, mother of the Kardashians, has recently had her entire life raided, looking into all of her old documents, her business deals, her conversations, and everything that she's partaken in the past 25 years. From this raid, they found some extremely interesting information regarding how she could have ties to Jeffrey Epstein, providing him with girls.
For years, the internet has been buzzing about a long list of powerful names quietly tied to those files, the kind of documents people whisper about but rarely fully understand. And if we're being honest, seeing the Kardashian family orbit around those elite circles never really shocked anyone. They've always been at the center of influence, power, and connections that most people can't even imagine. But here's where things start to get interesting. The real question isn't just whether they were connected, it's how Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber fit into this puzzle. Because unlike random celebrities, Justin didn't just cross paths with the Kardashians once or twice. He grew up around them. He was in their inner circle during some of the most formative years of his life, long before the world started questioning these elite connections more seriously. From parties to vacations to industry events, Justin wasn't just a guest, he was part of the environment. And when you start connecting that history with everything resurfacing now, it begins to feel less like coincidence and more like a pattern. Add Hailey into the mix, someone who is closely tied to the Kardashian-Jenner circle, and suddenly, you have two people who have seen that world from the inside. So when people online say, it's worse than we thought, they're not just reacting to rumors. They're reacting to years of overlapping relationships, resurfaced moments, and uncomfortable questions that are finally being asked out loud. The deeper you go, the more it starts to feel like this isn't just about fame anymore. It's about access, influence, and the kind of connections that don't just happen by accident. And that's where a resurfaced moment comes into play, the 2010 photo shoot between Justin Bieber and Kim Kardashian. At the time, Justin was just 16 years old while Kim was nearly 30, and the shoot had a playful, flirtatious theme inspired by older Hollywood concepts. Back then, most people didn't question it. It was treated as edgy, maybe a little unusual, but ultimately harmless. Fast forward to today, and even Kim herself has admitted that the concept feels inappropriate in hindsight. She openly questioned how something like that was approved in the first place, especially given Justin's age at the time.
He's adorable. He's 16 years old. I met him at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And I guess he had said in an interview that, he had a crush on me, and so I was kind of flirting back and said, oh, he's adorable. We met at the dinner. We took a picture together. He Twittered it and said, me and my girlfriend Kim. Everyone thought he was being serious, and thousands of teen girls started sending me the craziest messages on Twitter. Like, he's my man, how could you steal him from me? I better not see you in the streets. I'm gonna kill you, we're gonna murder you. Like, they were joking. I mean, they were, 10, 11, 12 years old. I was, joking, not joking, but being silly about it when I was, writing to Justin, like, hey, Biebs, your fans are crazy. He wrote back, stop harassing Kim. And so it's just been this fun kind of banter back and forth, but...
Well, you weren't really afraid.
I was not really afraid, no.
You didn't think a group of 12-year-olds were actually going to take out a hit on you.
I didn't think that I would be murdered by the believers. I think it was all in fun, and they're, everyone's kind of obsessed with Justin Bieber right now.
Well, I mean, I don't know, she actually said, or Kim said, I think Justin Bieber should date my sister. And I was like, I think I should date you.
If you rewind back to the mid-2000s, one thing becomes very clear. Justin Bieber wasn't just casually acquainted with the Kardashian-Jenner circle, he was deeply embedded in it. His connections with Kendall Jenner and Kylie Jenner have been the subject of speculation for years, and while much of it was brushed off as just rumors at the time, people are now revisiting those moments with a completely different perspective. Around 2014 and 2015, Justin and Kendall were practically inseparable. They were seen together constantly in fashion shows, vacations, private parties, and fans were convinced there was more going on than just friendship. Even though both of them publicly denied anything serious, the chemistry and timing raised eyebrows. At the same time, Justin was also linked to Kylie, especially during a period when his relationship with Selena Gomez was already on shaky ground. Reports suggested that his closeness with Kylie may have contributed to tensions in that relationship, adding another layer to the already complicated dynamic. What makes this more intriguing now is not just who Justin was connected to, but how early these connections started forming. These weren't brief encounters. They were consistent interactions within a tight-knit, highly influential circle. And when people today start connecting dots between celebrity networks and larger power structures, these past relationships suddenly feel more significant. And now, years later, people are starting to ask whether those early connections were simply part of growing up in Hollywood or part of something much bigger that we're only beginning to question.
Okay, hear me out. So while we're all obsessing over the Selena and Hailey drama, I want to remind you of something. Hailey's two best friends, Kendall and Kylie, have both hooked up with her husband, Justin Bieber. Back in 2014, Kylie was trying really hard to hook up with Justin while he was still with Selena. This was a big story back then. So Selena allegedly found suggestive photos and text messages from Kylie on Justin's phone, so she broke up with Justin and unfollowed Kylie and Kendall and Justin on Instagram. And in 2015, Kendall and Justin were allegedly hooking up. He did this Vogue photo shoot, we all remember this one, and that blurry night in Ibiza, where they were spotted holding hands and allegedly went home together. And months later, when Justin was asked about it, he didn't deny it. He said that it was nothing serious between Kendall, implying that nothing serious meant it was something or they hooked up at one point. And Hailey and Kendall kind of confirmed it. Take a look.
Never have I ever
Then things get even more complicated when you bring Kourtney Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian into the picture. Around 2015 and 2016, Justin was rumored to have had a brief fling with Kourtney Kardashian, who was significantly older than him at the time. While neither of them ever fully confirmed the relationship, multiple reports and sightings suggested that they were spending time together behind the scenes. It was one of those stories that people laughed off back then. But looking at it now, it raises more questions than it answers. Justin himself even made comments during interviews, hinting that he enjoyed spending time with older women, which only fueled speculation further. Then came one of the wildest rumors of all, the idea that Justin could be the father of Kourtney's son, Reign. The internet ran with this theory for years, dissecting photos, timelines, and appearances. While it may sound extreme, it shows just how deeply people were trying to make sense of the connections within this circle. Khloe's link to Justin is less defined, but she has spoken about seeing him at industry parties, including events hosted by major figures like Sean Combs. That detail alone places Justin in environments that many now view with a more critical lens. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, what stands out is how interconnected everything feels.
They were rumored to be dating around October 2015 after they were spotted at the Nice Guy, a restaurant in West Hollywood. They both arrived separately but left in Justin Bieber's car, so it seems like it was a date. Shortly after, the two were spotted together at Universal Studios' Hollywood Horror Nights. A witness claims that they saw Justin with his arm around Kourtney and joking about her being scared at this Horror Night festival thing. The two celebrities were spotted together several more times, including in December 2015 when they were nearly inseparable at the Nice Guy again. Justin Bieber was asked about this relationship with Kourtney because it just seems kind of out of left field. He addressed the dating rumors during an interview with The Burt Show, saying, quote, "I'm being used, man, what can I say?" The host asked him, is there anything there? And he said, nah, we'll leave it at that. Which that line really caught me off because the Kardashians are known for like paying off TMZ, paying off the media, trying to create narratives and keeping themselves relevant. So maybe this fling with Kourtney was supposed to catch everyone's attention and stir up some news, trying to make Kourtney more relevant again.
Justin Bieber, 21, getting ego boost from romancing hot mom Kourtney Kardashian, 36, and doesn't care he's being used to hurt Scott Disick.
You're being used, dude.
I'm being used, man. What can I say?
Yes. Anything there? Nothing?
We'll leave it at that.
Okay, I see the look.
No, for real. No, she's great.
Yeah.
We've also seen Justin hanging around Kourtney's children. For example, we saw a picture of Justin playing in the pool with Reign Disick. The pop star previously said he hoped to become a father at an early age. Quote, well, by 25 or 26, he wants to see himself married and looking for a family. He said this back in 2011 that he wants to be a young dad. So maybe Kourtney could give him that. And I do think there was something going on there because Hailey supposedly doesn't like Kourtney, or at least has a rule that her man Justin cannot hang out with her. This article, quote, 8 strict rules Justin and Hailey Bieber make each other follow to maintain a strong marriage, included that Justin is not supposed to hang out with Kourtney. It's against Hailey's rules, which I feel like if they have 8 strict rules, I mean, if you have to outline them like that, I don't know, it sounds really unhealthy, but it also could be healthy that they are explaining their boundaries. And if there wasn't anything between Kourtney and Justin, then why would one of Hailey's rules be that he cannot see her? I mean, does she have rules against Selena Gomez? But Hailey allegedly created the rule after getting engaged to Justin in 2018. Justin and Hailey officially dated for the first time in 2016, not long after the rumors that he had been hooking up with Kourtney Kardashian. A source claims that Hailey has every reason to feel threatened. At this point in 2018, Kourtney had recently broken up with her boyfriend, and the source claims that now that Kourtney's single, she'll go after Justin again in a heartbeat. And she might be right, because there was definitely something between Justin and Kourtney. I mean, at one point, Scott Disick didn't like seeing Kourtney hanging out with Justin, and Justin taunted him with this. The same day that a report broke revealing that Justin was hooking up with Kourtney, he shared a picture on Instagram that had a scary resemblance to Kourtney. Although you can't see who this girl is, you can see that her leg is showing, and he's trying to make it seem like it's Kourtney, and even put the caption writing, Lord knows, saying that, Scott Disick, aka the Lord, knows that Kourtney is with him. Now, the timing of Kourtney and Justin's relationship really poses some questions, because some people feel that he could potentially be the father of one of her children. Even the tabloids took this rumor and ran with it.
Well, this week, the tale is growing in the form of a Bieber baby inside of Kourtney's belly, or so they say. Life and Style magazine is responsible for the rumor, saying, Kourtney's already admitted to friends that she and Justin have been intimate and she hasn't been with Scott Disick in a long time. So the math is pretty clear. It would have to be a Bieber baby.
Now, this is a lot to unpack here because I was under the impression that, Kourtney has only had kids with Scott and now she's pregnant with Travis, but could she potentially have had one of Justin's children? A lot of people believe that Reign could potentially be Justin's son. Reign was born at the height of Scott's and Kourtney's public relationship issues, less than a year before the couple broke up for good. Because of Kourtney and Justin's relationship and the timing, and the fact that Reign kind of looks like Justin Bieber, people are questioning whether Kourtney actually became pregnant with Justin.
Despite how far these rumors spread, there have been moments where the narrative was directly addressed and even shut down. One of the most notable examples came from Reign himself, who publicly dismissed the speculation about Justin Bieber being his father. In a candid moment, he made it clear that Scott Disick is his dad, putting an end to years of online theories.
I think Justin Bieber was 16 when I got born.
This is wild. Reign Disick is responding to the ongoing rumor that he is the child of Kourtney Kardashian and Justin Bieber. Reign appeared on an Instagram live with Alabama Barker's boyfriend Scooter Jackson, and people in the comments were commenting that Reign is Justin's son. The rumor that Reign is Justin's son has been going around for years, not only because they look a splitting image of each other at certain ages, but also because Kourtney and Justin were both rumored to have had a fling back in 2015, and as pictures of Reign started making the rounds as he grew up, people just couldn't not see the resemblance.
They said.
Where's Reign, your dad? No, he's not. Bro, I swear, Justin Bieber's not my dad. Scotty. is my dad. I think Justin Bieber was 16 when I got born. Yeah, I don't think my mom would do that.
Kourtney Kardashian finally opens up on that Justin Bieber fling, and it's both awkward and amazing. Hey guys, it's Katrina for HollywoodLife.com. And okay, so Kourtney has just gone on the Ellen DeGeneres show to talk about her lifestyle app. You know, the one where she shares really important bits of wisdom, like how to eat a Kit Kat bar. Anyway, Ellen, of course, steers the subject to Kourtney's love life, specifically that whole situation with Justin Bieber. Now, as you guys know, Ellen loves making her guests uncomfortable. Remember when she interrogated Kourt's little sis, Kylie Jenner, on her relationship with Tyga?
You're with Tyga, you're not with Tyga.
No, honestly, people have it all wrong.
What is it?
But
straighten it out.
Well,
we're here for that reason.
Well, just take a look at how she approaches the whole Justin thing with Kourtney.
Does Justin Bieber help with the kids at all, or?
No. Only
That's the rumor. I know y'all are just friends, right? Or are you really dating him?
We're friends.
You're friends.
Yes.
Why are you smiling that way?
We're friends.
You're smiling as if that maybe it's beyond friends.
I've been smiling this whole time since I've been
No,
sitting here.
not like that. That was a whole different thing.
We've said it before and we'll say it again. Ellen is the high queen of daytime TV. But she's not wrong. Kourtney's totally playing coy here. Anyway, Kourt kind of gets her revenge later on when they decide to FaceTime with Khloe Kardashian. Ellen tries to get more dirt on Justin and Kourtney, but then Khloe brings up this Instagram Ellen posted poking fun of the whole Jortney situation with the caption, "We're just friends, everyone. Just see how it all goes down."
She was just telling us about her and Justin Bieber and their relationship. She went so far into detail, I was really surprised.
I heard you know more about that than I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
On your Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What?
When you said friends.
As if things weren't already complicated enough, another layer started surfacing online that made people look at the Kardashian circle very differently. A victim complaint connected to Ghislaine Maxwell began circulating again, and this time, it mentioned alleged connections to members of the Kardashian family. Now, it's very important to be clear here, this is based on a complaint and not something that has been proven in court. Even the person who filed it admitted that some claims would require further investigation and verification. But that didn't stop the internet from dissecting every single line. According to the document, the complainant claimed that Maxwell had what they described as a close relationship with the Kardashian sisters, and that there were instances involving identity use, financial activities, and even discussions around surrogacy and business ventures. Here's what a Maxwell victim had to say about her.
Teresa, at the beginning of the show, I played a soundbite from Maria Farmer, as you know, another Epstein survivor. And she said in the clip that we showed, she's never met a more predatory human being in her entire life than Ghislaine Maxwell. One, do you agree with that characterization? And two, how does it make you feel to know that the number 2 person in the Justice Department just spent 2 days alone with her, talking to her about the case, and now all the talk is about, well, what's going to come of it? Could a pardon come from those conversations?
I can say my experience with Ghislaine Maxwell. So what's interesting about what Maria has stated about her, I agree with that. And here is why. She did not present herself as evil and as a monster and as someone that's going to put my life or my well-being in harm's way. She came at me with politeness, with openness, with friendliness, with making emotional connections with me, with the ability then to build this trust with me within hours. So her presence and her approach to me was so meticulously calculated that her intention behind all of this, I would even say, beautiful humanitarian woman-to-woman interaction, it was all to fool me. It was all to get me to think one thing and believe that I was in as I said, a safe and healthy environment, when actually she was setting me up to then go into tragedy. When I'm contemplating and learning and listening about potential deals being stricken or released from prison, what comes to mind a few times already is, are we actually going to have another sweetheart deal? I don't feel good about it at all, because I do take into consideration, and I feel like everyone should, the fact that she has been charged with perjury. She's already risen her right hand and sworn under oath that she would tell the truth and nothing but the truth, and she sat there and lied. What should we all think and feel then? How concerned? I would be very concerned. For my safety even, I would be concerned.
Now, here's where the story takes a sharper turn, because if there's one person who sits right at the center of all these overlapping worlds, it's Paris Hilton. Long before the Kardashians became the global empire we know today, Paris was already living that lifestyle. Private parties, elite circles, and access to some of the most powerful rooms in the world. And right beside her, often in the background, was Kim Kardashian. This connection is crucial because Paris wasn't just a celebrity, she was a gateway. She introduced people to spaces that weren't accessible to the average public figure. So when people today start questioning how the Kardashians rose so quickly and connected so deeply within elite networks, Paris became a key piece of that puzzle. Some online discussions even suggest that Paris herself has had complicated experiences navigating those same circles, which only adds another layer to the story. Again, nothing here is confirmed as fact, but the pattern is what keeps people talking. The same names, the same environments, the same exclusive access points, it all overlaps. And when you consider Justin Bieber's presence in similar spaces, it raises even more questions about how these worlds intersected behind the scenes.
Oh, there you are. Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you. So excited.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Here we are. You're all grown up. Your mom and I used to take you in strollers and go to Beverly Hills, Pixie Town, thinking we were the hottest moms in town.
You were the hottest moms.
We were pretty cute. We were pretty cute. So we were having fun. We still haven't changed. Are we going to get married in LA?
Yes. Big days, like in 8 weeks.
So it's a countdown.
Yes.
Okay.
Lots to do still.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Really, so proud. I'm so proud of all of them.
And Kim's given her great advice and has been so supportive.
I love her so much.
She loves you so much. Well, you guys are like sisters.
Been through a lot together, grew with each other. Thank you so much for coming.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't get in. I'm so happy for you. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. None of us. Me, Kim, all my kids, Kathy. We just learned from you.
Were you Paris Hilton's assistant?
I was like her closet organizer, but I guess that's a closet assistant.
Well, hang on. So she had an assistant?
Yes.
And you would organize
Only
her
the
closet?
closets. Her closet was wild. You'd be going through things, and she would have diamond necklaces like shoved in a drawer, and she wouldn't even know. And she always had like a change of clothes in her purse, and she would be totally comfortable with me saying this.
Right.
But she always had like a bikini or a change of clothes. You
In
never
case she
know where we up.
Oh, sorry.
Before the fame, before the billion-dollar empire, and before reality television took over, Kim Kardashian was working closely under Paris Hilton. She wasn't the headline. She was behind the scenes, organizing closets, traveling together, and learning the ins and outs of a world that very few people ever get access to. That period is often overlooked, but it might actually be one of the most important chapters in understanding how everything unfolded later. Because being around Paris didn't just mean being around fame, it meant being around influence at the highest level. Kim observed how connections were built, how relationships opened doors, and how positioning yourself in the right rooms could completely change your trajectory. Over time, she transitioned from being in the background to becoming the center of attention herself. And while that rise is often credited to timing and media strategy, others believe there was much more happening beneath the surface.
Miss Kim Kardashian. I'm looking at Google and I'm seeing you guys like walking in again, getting paparazzi together, and it's so crazy to see that like you guys were friends back then. How did you guys meet?
We've known each other since we're little girls because our moms were best friends growing up our entire lives. And we both went to Buckley with each other and then just became close like 2000 something. I was moving everything from my one house to my other house. Kim is amazing. She's so organized. Then we just became best friends. We had so much fun together, started traveling all around the world. She was the one who was very organized and I was the one who was very disorganized. So we made like an amazing team.
It's just cool to see now, like all of you again going in different directions, like Kim, what she's built, what you have built. It's cool that you've like, back in the day we're going and like drinking with these girls and partying, and now everyone kind of has like built their own empires.
It's
and I
so
like love that for the girls.
Girls are taking over the world.
Hi.
I'm Kim.
What's your last name?
Ho.
Kim Ho.
Yeah, I'm a born ho, so.
You are a born ho. We actually know a girl named Kim, and she's a hoe.
As time went on, the dynamic between Kim Kardashian and Paris Hilton began to shift. What once looked like a close friendship slowly turned into distance, and eventually, a quiet separation that many people didn't fully understand at the time. Publicly, Kim has continued to speak respectfully about Paris, often crediting her for being an early influence. But behind the scenes, people have speculated that their fallout was more complex than it appeared. Some believe it was simply a natural shift as Kim's career began to surpass Paris's in terms of global dominance. Others think there may have been deeper reasons tied to the circles they once shared. What makes this interesting is how carefully the narrative has been managed. There's no dramatic public feud, no explosive interviews, just a gradual distancing that leaves room for interpretation.
You were good friends with Paris Hilton. Both of you were, or just Kim?
I was when I was younger.
You were. And, you were friends with Nikki. So Paris Hilton, you would think would be happy for your success in the sense that she sort of came out of nowhere. Her family was interesting. Her background was interesting. She became a reality star. You could say the same for you guys. You were not anyone famous, but somehow through this sort of wacky lifestyle, wild lifestyle, hanging out in clubs and things, people became aware of you. But Paris Hilton is jealous of you, isn't she?
You know what? I haven't talked to her in a few years.
Why? You were good friends.
We were good friends.
What happened? You got famous and she couldn't deal with it, right? Be honest.
If you say so.
I'm asking you. What was the falling out? Did you ever say to her, Paris, what's going on here?
I never did. It was one time we just didn't speak again.
And you guys know why you're not speaking. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean,
why be afraid to say it?
I did speak to her once when she went on a radio station and said that my ass looks like cellulite, like in a trash bag or something. She went on a radio station and she did call me to apologize. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese.
And your ass has cottage cheese in it.
That's what she said.
She needed to put you down. So what does she feel? You copied her success, or
I'm sure
somehow you take away from something that she has?
I'm sure, but we've never had a conversation about it. We just one day did not speak again.
Don't you guys compete for the same dollars in a sense that part of the way you guys make a living, you can show up at a club and get paid $25,000 or something for just showing up, just to be at a party?
I mean, you would think that. You would think that for me, like with all my friends, I would love for my friends to do it so then I could be like, hey, let's do it together. Let's see if we can get like a package deal and let's go and host a
But
party
I feel
together.
like also us as sisters, when we were instilled with these things, we're better as three than we are as one. Like three heads are better than one.
But there's power in numbers, and I think that sometimes people forget that. And if you like, I've had the same best friends since literally kindergarten, and my sisters are my best friends. So I don't have that switching of friend stuff. Yes, we grew up together. Our moms are good friends. I love her family. She showed me. It's cool because she's a really smart girl, and she showed me a lot that I never was aware of. Like I was, I moved out to the valley with a boyfriend, and when we broke up, I felt like I wanted to move back to Beverly Hills where all my friends were. She showed me so much. I was traveling the world with her. I'd never really traveled like that, and she showed me a lot. And I'm thankful for everything that I learned from her.
But she became jealous, and you and isn't it true now? You can appear at a club somewhere and get more money than Paris Hilton herself, right?
I don't know what's her going rate.
Well, I heard yours is $25,000 to appear. Nice. Is that true?
Kim's is more.
Kim's is more. Wow.
25, honey.
25's nothing. It's up. 50? I want you to come to a party, and I want you to, because I'm opening a new club. What do I have to pay? 50?
Well, if it's a birthday or New Year's,
Go ahead.
It's going to be a lot more.
Right.
So if it's just a regular Wednesday,
Regular Wednesday
what
night. My day is Wednesday. That's the day I need to pump up. I want to get everyone to the club. I want to get your friends.
You want me to give you a deal?
I want you, no deal. I want the action.
Regular rate.
He wants to know what the rate is.
What's the rate?
Say about 40.
40 foul. Can Paris Hilton get as much as you? I heard that her
On a
rate.
regular Wednesday.
I
You can go up, no, but a lot of girls are getting up to, 100 for New Year's, stuff like that.
But
He's talking about Wednesday.
I'm talking about Wednesday, and I'm talking about Paris Hilton. I heard that her kind of cachet is going down, that she's not as in demand.
It's really weird. People don't really disclose that, but there are there's levels of, this one's making this. All the promoters know it.
It seems like.
And finally, no discussion about Kim Kardashian's past would be complete without mentioning Ray J, because his name continues to resurface whenever conversations about the family's early rise come up. Their history is well documented, but what's interesting is how it keeps finding its way back into the spotlight even years later. Recent legal discussions and public statements have brought renewed attention to their past, with both sides offering different perspectives on what really happened during that period. For some, it's just old news being recycled, but for others, it's another piece of a much larger puzzle. Ray J himself has hinted at deeper dynamics in the past, suggesting that not everything was as straightforward as it seemed. While none of these claims have been fully proven, they continue to fuel discussion online, especially as more attention is being placed on how certain celebrity empires were constructed. And when you tie this back to everything else, the Kardashian connections, Justin Bieber's proximity to the family, and the broader conversations happening right now, it all starts to feel interconnected.
Federal RICO though, on KK and Chris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Chris and Kim is about to be crazy. The feds is coming. It's nothing I can do about it. It's worse than Diddy.
That's Kim Kardashian's ex Ray J off camera, sharing a vague but wild warning to the reality star and her momager on a live stream this week. In it, he claims to be working with authorities to bring the family down.
Anybody know Kim and cool with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming. The feds is coming.
Does that person have that kind of personality that they would be capable of something like they could pull off a fraud at a high level?
Only thing I can say is you can't put it past anybody. It's worse than Diddy. The feds are coming to investigate. Yeah, because it's like, I can't be the dirty guy no more.
Ray J did not share specifics or any evidence to back up his allegations, and it would be strange to go public with something as secretive as this, but you heard him mention Diddy. That's because RICO, or racketeering, was a big part of the hip-hop mogul's blockbuster trial back in May.
It's basically a charge on an enterprise. It was started to go after the mob. So the legislature implemented the RICO to say, hey, it doesn't matter if you're the actual person doing the crime, if you're part of an enterprise and you're participating or involved in it, you can be held accountable. Now it's turned into a big sword for the government on a number of different fronts.
Diddy was acquitted of his alleged RICO violation. A single charge carries the possibility of up to 20 years in prison. So where does Ray J fit into all of this? Well, we know he and Kim have an interesting history.
You said that sexually she hypnotized you.
Absolutely, I was hypnotized. It was a roller coaster ride of fun and emotions and infidelity. We lied the same. We cheated the same. God makes no mistakes.
The pair dated on and off for years in the early 2000s, and it was their leaked sex tape that catapulted her fame months before Keeping Up with the Kardashians made it to TV in 2007.
Ever since the sex tape scandal, I have to be really careful at how I'm perceived.
When I shot the tape, 5.5 years ago, when I was like 21, 22 in Cabo, just having fun, just living life recklessly. Being young.
Come on, this starts when we get to the airport.
How painful was it for you when your home video went public?
Obviously that's nothing that you want to be seen. You think you do something in private, and then the whole world sees something and you're not prepared for it.
The embarrassment, family wanting to know what's going on. I had sponsorships, I had deals on the table that, were eliminated.
Was making that tape a mistake?
Absolutely.
When you have your family and the people that you are surrounded by know you and who you are.
So, what do you think? Are these just coincidences stacked on top of each other? Or is there a deeper story hiding behind all these connections? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on any new videos. And until then, fam, keep it real.